Earlier this year, I could do 100 push-ups, like it wasn't shit. The other day, I got down on the carpet. I couldn't push myself up. I could will myself to do anything, but I couldn't get up off the carpet. But I'm still C.T. Fletcher. And I refuse to believe that I can't do one push-up. I'm not expecting to receive a new heart and just go right back to killing it in the gym. You got this. You got this. I know it's gonna be a fight. I know it's gonna be a struggle. I am prepared because I know what it is to start from the bottom and start all over again. If a comeback is needed, then goddamn it, a comeback will be had. I did it, June. I told you I could do one. I told you I could do one. When my doctors explained to me that I had to be in good health in order to even make the transplant list, that changed everything. The importance of being able to do that one push-up took on a whole new meaning. If I lose this fight, then this is my last will and testament. It's the last thing that people will be able to look at after I'm gone and say, how did he handle the possibility of death? That's what's more important to me. How did he handle the possibility of dying? Because there's so many people out there who's gonna be faced with the same thing. And if they look at how I handled it, then I want them to be able to be encouraged and to be helped. Then that's what's really important to me, is leaving that accurate record, accurate account of how I was able to handle it. I really want you to know, and hopefully how I deal with it can help somebody. My kids, they hate for me to even talk about, not making it through the surgery. And oh man, if I was to mention anything about it, which I have online, oh my God, I get, it's still your motherfucking set, because that's my phrase, man. They throw that shit back at me so fast. But the reason I mention anything about it is just to let them know, if by some chance that is the outcome, I'm okay. I'm not hoping to die or wishing I would die. I actually believe that I'm still here because I am gonna make it. I believe I'm gonna make it, and I have faith that I'll make it. If I win the fight, I wanna be the catalyst to try to draw as many people together in love from as many different places and backgrounds as possible. And that's shifting from this hardcore cussing, weightlifting guy to love. if I don't win the fight, I don't want people to be sad, man, because I did my fucking best. And I tell people now that if you give your best, you can't lose. So I did my fucking best, and so I don't consider myself losing at all. It's just the good Lord said, your set is over, CT, and now it's time for you to rest. So I won't be sad now. I don't want you to be sad either. Today is Iron Wars, man. Iron Wars 3. I'm so fucking excited, I could almost shit on myself. At Iron Wars, we get a room full of the hardest core weightlifters on the fucking planet. We put them all together in one room and let them go head to head and actually see who's the baddest motherfucker on the planet. It's war.
Can you feel the tension in the room?
Woo! This one is so super important because I wasn't supposed to be here for it. There's gonna be people that show up just because they want to shake my hand. They drove for 6 hours, they flew across the state just because they want to meet me. It is so important to me to feel that love. You know, I got a room full of crazy people and a room full of love. That's a combination you can't beat, man.
Fletcher, to me, I mean, he's like my dad, you know? When I came home from jail, I was homeless, begged people for money, lived in a covenant house, lived in a homeless shelter. He didn't have to take me under his wing, but he did. He fed me every time. I never had to pay for nothing. And when I live for him.
I count it an honor and a pleasure to be able to yell my ass off for these young, able-bodied motherfuckers.
Get out! Get out! Get out!
The doctor would tell me to lay down and take it easy, motherfucker. Are you crazy? I ain't never been good at listening to that motherfucker.
Everything you got!
I'm on adrenaline, man.
Get that shit! Get that shit! Get out! Get out! Smash that motherfucker!
As you taught me, as long as you give it your all, you cannot fail.
Get that shit! Get that shit!
It's still your motherfucking set, so keep fighting, motherfucker.
So my last visit in Palo Alto, I found out during this visit that on January 16th of this year, 2018, my heart actually stopped. And if it wasn't for the defibrillator or pacemaker shocking me, I wouldn't be sitting there talking to you guys right now. Thank God for modern technology, and thank God for giving the doctors the wisdom to implant the pacemaker in there, and thank God for it working. What was I doing when my heart stopped? Okay, I'm 58 years old, and I need a heart, but my other shit worked pretty good still. And I not only need a heart, I needed to have some gratification also. So at 5:12 28 in the morning. I taps on the old lady and I says, hey, you sleep? She was up. So I'll take my time, everything's going good. I would like to point out that I was able to cross the finish line. Shortly afterwards, during my euphoria period, I was feeling very well and proud of myself. All of a sudden, it felt like somebody, one of those old black and white TV sets, who yanked the plug out of the wall. The picture just slowly gets dim, and then the screen goes black. I will admit that I panicked. I felt like I was dying, but I didn't expect it. I remember yelling B's name and saying, oh no, and that's all I had a chance to do. And my screen just got black. She said it was 5 seconds later, but it felt like I had been asleep for 5 hours. I tell you what, there's no sleep like death. I tell you that for sure. I woke up laughing because I thought that I had fell asleep, right after activity. So I was a little embarrassed, and I was like, wow, I'm so fucking old and beat up that I fucking fall asleep during activity now. And that was funny to me, so I was laughing. But of course she wasn't laughing. She was standing on the side of the bed fucking hysterical because she didn't know what the fuck was going on. But when she heard me laugh, then she was okay. I told her I'm gonna tease her for the next 100 years of how she fucking killed me that night. And her name is B. I'm gonna call her Killer B from now on. So that's our inside joke. But I guess it ain't so inside since you motherfuckers just heard it. I'm in here to get special medicine put in through a vein in my neck, and hopefully that medicine will help my kidneys function a little better, and I can go ahead and get my heart transplant. The PICC line installed in my neck, it goes down to your heart to force my heart to beat harder. My heart couldn't take the strain, and it revolted and shut down. On February 28th, I died again. I can't do this too many more times. Because I don't think it could take another shutdown like that.
I'm going to call back our coordinator, and she's going to set up a room for you to come in first thing in the morning. Yeah.
I will definitely be there. Finally got the call that we've been waiting on for months. They said, Mr. Fletcher, we found the heart for you. I'm not worried about a thing, and I think that's because of what I've already been through or what God has already brought me through. I have a ton of faith. I'm not worried about this thing at all, and I will see all of you on the other side of this.
Negotiated because we believe in President Xi and their role in helping put pressure.
Okay, I think I was thinking about this a lot. And the first thing, I wish I could sit up, but I just had a procedure and I can't sit up yet.
2, 3 big deep breaths. Blow out. Good, you're done. Nice job.
So that's the reason I'm laying down. But I want to tell you guys, the little stuff that you take for granted becomes so super important when you lose your health. I mean, a good night's sleep. Oh man, a good night's sleep is actually priceless. A billionaire doesn't have enough money to pay for a good night's sleep.
Medical expenses. The rest is up to you.
1, 2, 3, big deep breath. Blow out. Okay, you're done. Sorry.
When I get a good night's sleep, I just thank God. I say, thank you, Lord, for just letting me have a good night's sleep, man. I want you guys not to forget that. We complain a lot about what we don't have, but sometimes we need to just take a minute and thank God for what we do have.
Probably maybe aim to be at hospital for, 5 or 6 in the morning because they'll organize the room and have the room, they'll organize the room for you, and it may take some time for them to do that.
My dad said that right before my mother died, right before she took her last breath, she yelled his name. She used to call him Daddy, so she yelled Daddy real loud. I know exactly how she felt in that moment. My pacemaker kicked in and saved my life a couple of times. The first time I'm sitting on the bed and I'm talking to my wife, just normal, just having a normal conversation, and it felt just like my mom when she said Daddy. All I could say was B. Yeah, I want to say it was my wife. That's all I had time to say was my wife's name. I say B, and I was gone.
Just beyond those doors is where they're gonna bring him out, go into the ICU for recovery.
Okay. Okay, darling. That sounds good. We'll be right next door. All right. Thank you.
I know what it is to actually feel life leaving your body. You could feel life draining from you. It just goes dim. Everything was shutting down at the same time. Nothing I could do about it. Totally helpless. Totally helpless. The only person that can help you in a situation like that is God. And I woke up, I thought it was like a couple of hours later, and Beatrice had to tell me that it was a couple of minutes later. The sleep of death is much different. I felt so refreshed. The permanency of death is nothing else like it. And I think I'm in a pretty small club of people that can say they know how it feels to actually die. So I know how that feels, and it's different. It ain't like no little nap. But with all that being said, I'm laying here and I'm talking to you. Do you have any idea how powerful God is? It's just that little stuff. Take time to quit complaining about what you don't have, what I don't have, and take a minute to just be grateful for a good night's sleep. Today I celebrate my 1-year anniversary of the heart transplant. And guess what, motherfucker? Ain't nothing changed. The beast is still the beast of the motherfucking battle. And it's still my motherfucking self.